Today we're going to be looking at the basics of sorting in Excel. I'm using Excel 2010 in this example. In its simplest form, sorting is just a matter of a couple of clicks. Click on a cell in the column you want to sort by, come up and choose the Sort and Filter button on the Home tab of the ribbon, and choose Sort Oldest to Newest if it's a date, or if it's a text column. You'll see Sort A to Z or Sort Z to A, depending on which way you want to sort. Or if you're in a numeric column, it'll say Sort Smallest to Largest. So if I come back to the date, click Sort and Filter, and say Oldest to Newest, you can see it immediately sorts everything by date. You notice that I never told Excel what I wanted to sort. It figured that out from the context. But there are some times when Excel can get kind of confused. For example, if we go to our second tab, you can see I've highlighted each row a different color, and then I inserted a blank column right here. If I try to do the same thing over here, and I'll sort by description this time, say Sort A to Z, you'll see that these columns, the left of my empty columns sorted, but these stayed right where they were. So now my data is mismatched from the left and right side of the empty column. So first I'm going to undo that, and then we'll look at some ways to work around it. One way, if I wanted to be sorted by the first column, I could highlight all those columns and then say Sort A to Z, and everything would stay together. Or if I wanted to sort it by the last column, I could select the other way, say Sort, and it would sort on the last column, and everything would stay together. If I come down here, you can see there the colored rows are still intact. But if you want to sort by something other than first or last column, you still need a better way to do it, because if you select that and then try to click on your sort column, you'll lose your selection. So let's select all of that, go back to Sort and Filter, and choose Custom Sort. Or you can also get to the same place by going to the Data tab on the ribbon and choose Sort from there. Now it's automatically detecting that I have headers on my data, so we can choose how we want to sort it now based on any of the columns in our data. So if I wanted to sort by customer name first, I could do that, but then also we've got more options when we're using this custom sort. We can add levels to this. So we're sorted by name now, and then maybe I want to sort by invoice number within each customer name, and then within each invoice I want to sort by item sold. I click OK, and now it's sorted by customer, and then by invoice number, and then within each invoice it's sorted by the item that was sold. Since manually selecting your data range can be really important to getting your data sorted correctly, I want to give you a couple tips too on selecting a large range of data. Because I see a lot of people who will do something like this. They'll go to their first row and they'll drag their mouse and they'll keep going down, and then they'll go farther and it goes too fast and they end up shooting past the end of it, and it's a big hassle. So better way to do that is to start from the bottom. So if you do Control-N on your keyboard, it'll take you to the last cell. You can click on that row, then Control, Shift, and Home, and then Shift and up arrow one more time. You've got everything selected. Or you can select your columns. It doesn't matter if you select your columns or your rows. As long as you get all of your data highlighted, you can use whichever one is easier. So if one of them is fitting within your screen and the other is not, that would be the way to go. If you prefer using your mouse, it's still easier to start from the end, because then you don't have to worry about where to stop. You just go all the way up until it stops scrolling and you're ready to go. So now you know how to do a basic single level sort as well as a multi-level sort. In my next tip, we'll talk about some more advanced sorting options.